Prizm and chat. I'm CM Jackie, and we are live. For this update, we will be covering the new Hunter Seorin and the new Guild Boss Rage competition, getting a look at the next phase of artifact growth, and so much more. Seorin is our 6th original character, and that means a character that was not originally from the webtoon, but is unique to the game. She is the follow-up to the much-loved Isla Wright. She's actually an NPC that we all interact with a lot during our time in the game. So now, instead of just asking you how you are and welcoming you in the lobby, she's ready to get in on the action herself. Seorin's basic attack is called Ice Blitz. Seorin unleashes high-speed ice bullets from her magical firearm. This deals increasing water elemental damage and a little bit of break damage. Her support skill is called Glacier Spin. She appears and rapidly circles around a specific spot. This inflicts a % of the user's maximum HP. That's her maximum HP, deals water elemental damage and a little bit more break damage. When the final hit lands, it inflicts the airborne effect, and it also triggers the Elegant Charisma effect. Elegant Charisma means that when she successfully puts the enemy in a break state, it increases the break effect duration by several seconds, and it also activates this other effect, the Limited Break effect. Limited Break increases the damage dealt by a % for several seconds. Let's jump over to her core attack. Her core attack is called Ice Shard Magnum. Seorin uses her bike and fires high-speed ice bullets, dealing increasing water elemental damage and a little bit of break damage, and this skill, when it hits, inflicts the airborne effect. And she also gains the super armor effect while using this skill. Her QTE is called Frozen Drift. Seorin quickly breaks and unleashes a barrage of ice bullets in front of herself. This inflicts a % of the user's maximum HP, deals water elemental damage, a little bit of break damage, and also inflicts the airborne effect upon a hit. Let's take a look at these skills in action.
Let's start off with the Ice Blitz, the basic attack.
There she goes, and she slides forward a little bit too.
Nice movement. It kind of reminds me of Nam when I used to use her as my main breaker back in the day.
Yeah.
It's a good feeling. And let's check out the core attack. It's just fun. Pure fun. I mean, it's so enjoyable having a motorbike and a gun at the same time. It's every fantasy. And then it shoots magic bullets of ice.
Absolutely. She's very action movie in hers. Yeah.
Yep. All right. Well, can you take it back and let's learn more about some of her skills?
Let's do it. So, Seorin's skill 1 is called Frozen Spin. She uses her motorbike to swiftly spin around a specific spot, inflicting a % of her maximum HP as damage, dealing water elemental damage and a little bit of break damage. When the skill hits, it inflicts the airborne effect. She also gains super armor while using this skill. And if she's hit mid-rotation while using this skill, it activates Extreme Evasion. So a little bonus Extreme Evasion there. We love that. Skill 2 is Polar Surge. Seorin ascends vertically, unleashing high-speed ice bullets at the ground, then lands her bike where the bullets hit, kind of a ground pound situation there, inflicting a % of her maximum HP as damage. This also deals water elemental damage, a little bit of break damage, inflicts the airborne effect when it hits, and gives her super armor while she is using the skill. All right, how about we move on over to that ultimate? Her ultimate is called Frost Chaser. After Seorin launches a full barrage of ice missiles and simultaneously dashes forward at high speed, she fires behind herself, triggering a massive icy shockwave. This inflicts a % of her max HP as damage, which is water elemental damage, and when it hits, it also inflicts the airborne effect. All right, Prizm, you ready to show us those skills in the game?
Of course. Okay, so the first one is you gotta hold down the skill, and it's kind of revving up the engine. It's thematic, but it also is very satisfying to hit as well. So you gotta see the dial, get the speed up.
Yeah, I love that little heads-up display.
All right, and the second skill here, like you said, a little bit of a ground pound, jumping up into the air and smashing down with a lot of ice. Cool, and then her ultimate skill, I think it speaks for itself.
Ooh.
Just the facial expression on Seorin right there is just like stone cold, ice
Cold
cold.
as ice. Absolutely.
Cooler than being cool.
Cold as ice.
Okay, so let's see here. So I want to show you guys off something real quick. So like we said earlier, if you dodge with that one while you're doing it, you get that extreme evasion as well.
Nice.
So that's something you can do there. And then let's just break it there. And then also once you break, you start doing some more damage. So that's pretty cool as well.
I also love that little ice shard effect that appears in the corner of your screen.
All right, let's see. So let's see how much break the ultimate does as well. So that does have break as well for you guys. Let's see the basic attack some more. Get the core attack in here. Get little rockets. And then boom. Nice. So yeah, what you'll see is doing the most damage is the little rockets that she flies out from her.
Yeah, those ice missiles that are fired simultaneously with some of her other attacks. Yeah. Those are also ready to pack a wallop.
A lot of damage. All
nice
right.
work.
Thank you. So it's nice and easy to showcase. Oh, the victory pose too.
Absolutely stone cold. All right, so Sorin's passive is that when she or an ally successfully puts the enemy in the break state, it increases the duration of the break by several seconds. When she uses Frozen Spin, Polar Surge, Ice Shard Magnum, or Frozen Drift, it activates the Pinpoint Missiles effect. And when those abilities are used, she launches several missiles, those missiles we were talking about before, dealing water elemental damage and inflicting the Sub-Zero effect on hit. The Sub-Zero effect increases the target's water damage taken by 1%, and that is stackable. So the more missiles hit, the more damage they're going to take. At the first advancement, Frozen Drift fires additional missiles. When the user enters the stage, the Overtake effect is activated, which increases break effectiveness by 1%, decreases damage dealt by 1%, and when limited break is active, it removes the Overtake effect, and in the Workshop of Brilliant Light, the duration of this effect is increased. When Sorin or an ally successfully puts the enemy in the break state, it activates the limited break effect, and when this effect activates, it resets the cooldown of all of her skills. It also decreases break effectiveness by 1%, increases damage dealt by 1%, increases missile damage by 1%, and increases critical hit damage by 1%.
Yeah, so basically, if you need a break, she's gonna have increased break potential, and then once you no longer need a break, that break potential is going to be shifted over to some damage. So very flexible, very cool.
At the second advancement, the number of missiles fired by Ice Shard Magnum or Frozen Drift, both of those skills, increases. At the third advancement, when she enters the stage, it activates the Black Tea effect on the entire team. Black Tea, ? Increases her defense and maximum HP by 1%, restores 1% of her MP over time, and that can last indefinitely. At the fourth advancement, Water team members' water damage increases by 1% for every Water team member in the active formation. So she synergizes really well with other water hunters. And then at the fifth advancement, the missile critical hit rate and critical hit damage both increase by 1%, and the Sub-Zero and limited break effects are also enhanced. All right, System, do you want to tell us about Sorin's unique weapon?
It would be my honor. Melody of Iron and Blood sounds very deep and poetic there. Her sympathy of violence will only come to a close when the concealed truth has come to light. Dun dun dun.
Dun dun dun, indeed.
This increases a user's HP by a percentage. It increases missile damage by a percentage as well.
As you can see here, I just wanted to showcase before we jump into thing that Reverse Hard is coming out if you guys didn't already see that in the patch notes. But along with that comes more trophies, more rewards. So just by the existence of this mode gets you a lot of Essence Stones and a lot of good other shadow material and things of that nature. So be excited for that. Look out for that. And then as you can see here, we have Yagaman as well, where we'll be showcasing Seorin. So let's go ahead and check her out. This is the team I have assembled for now. Now let's get into the gameplay, which is everyone's here for, right?
Let's go.
Oh my gosh. Alrighty.
This is a fun fact, is that we sometimes have temporary names for stuff in the game when quality assurance testing is going on. And the temporary name for the Echo's costume was the boyfriend shirt.
The boyfriend shirt?
The boyfriend shirt
That's
costume.
amazing.
We were like, what could that mean? Ah, I see.
That does make sense, actually. And also letting everyone know, getting that, disclaimer in here, I have not practiced this much because, it's not in any of those modes that you see as much, but...
It's also almost like you've been real busy.
Yeah, that too. But no excuses, right? Only reasons.
Yeah. Step your game up. Level up.
Always. So now that we no longer need break, you can see that she actually will start doing more damage as well instead of getting that break. Because you saw that break bar just disappeared on up there as well. Let's see. Yeah, I think I only fought this guy like twice during my, like just very briefly when I did the hard mode, and then, oh, that was close. And then the reverse regular story mode, which lasts like 2 seconds, so you don't really get to fight it as much because you just destroy it if you've been playing for a while. Get the extreme evasion with the ability here, and let's get the ult off to get that extra break on the evil eye.
Ooh.
So wonderful. Okay, I'm gonna dodge that.
Yeah, I would dodge that if I were you.
What, just a big purple portal gate wall?
No, just walk right into that.
It
I'm
sounds
sure
like
that'll
an
go well for
adventure,
you.
doesn't it? Doesn't it? Okay, okay. Yeah, that I probably should not be touching. Like, I'm almost dead. Yeah,
Oh no!
it's all right. As long as we get the ult in here, I think we'll be fine. I've been practicing some other content, so which you guys will be able to see a little bit later this week, hopefully. Get the break in here. Let's finish it off with Seorin as well. So not too bad. Not the cleanest fight ever, but you know, it's here. It's a Monday, you know. I don't have my usual Wednesday practice. All right, we're gonna jump into our favorite test guild with like 3 members in here, I think. Test 1, test 2. Oh, we got JJJ in here now. And test 1, our favorite guild member.
My best friends.
Alrighty, so as you can see in here, it's the normal guild boss kind of thing. Because it is a shorter stream, we aren't going to play it since you guys all have seen the Ant Queen before, and we've played it as well. But just wanted to get a little bit of information about it, because again, this is a Monday stream, not a Wednesday stream, so we don't have as much information available for you guys today. But just letting you know that the All Out Guild War is available to guilds with a guild rank of D, rank tier 3 or higher. So if you guys are in a guild that's, you know, not really active anymore, not of that rank, you might want to consider finding an active guild, you know?
Leaving your friends.
Hey, I mean, maybe, right? Like, 'cause sometimes your friends hold you back, and you got to realize which friends are, you know, helping, pushing you forward, because there's other guilds where those friends are really, you know, leading the charge and like helping you out in the way, right?
Or maybe it's that your friends need a push forward from you. You need to tell your friends it's time to get good. Can
Yeah,
you please?
that
Can you
one. I like
please?
that one.
Like that, yeah. Honestly, yeah, I think both work. So if you're willing to inspire your guildmates, inspire your friends to get back on, to get going in this battle, go for it. It's a great time. But yeah, if also you want to find a new guild, I think it's a good time to do that as well. Let's go over to the artifacts, because I know you guys want to see that. So let's start off with the Chaotic Origin. Reminder that this is a test build and a Monday test build at that. So as you can see here, we don't have the 4 and 8 set descriptions yet, but we can get the gist of what the artifacts are going to be doing. So this is one of the 3 new 8-piece artifact sets coming, being Chaotic Origin or Chaotic Wish right here. So what this will do is when the user uses their ultimate skill, it grants the Wish effect, which increases damage or attack by 8% to them and their teammates. So this is a new support option, because I know a lot of supports are basically just running Blessing set a lot nowadays, or some of the other ones, but it's some more options for you guys out there to figure out what's the best. And then next we have Chaotic Desire. We do have the 8-piece set effect on this one as well. So this one increases elemental weakness and increases the user's break effectiveness as well. And then the enhanced desire effect becomes the chaotic desire effect as well, increasing the damage of the user's skills with a break effect by 50%. So you get more break and more damage. And the user and the team's elemental damage increases by 40%. So not only is this helping out with the breakers' damage themselves, but it's also helping out with the supporting your other damage dealers as well with that weakness effectiveness. So this is going to be, again, level 100 and 8-piece set, the second of it. And the third 8-piece set that we're introducing, level 100, is called the Chaotic Brand or Chaotic Infamy. We don't have the 8-piece set available on this build, but what the 4-piece set effect does is increase the user's basic skill damage by 2.5%, and then increases the user's damage taken, much like the curse set as well. And then also you get some MP back when you use your basic skill with a cooldown as well. So these are some new 8-piece sets that we're really excited about. Hopefully give you guys some more skill expression and things to figure out with that. And then, that's not all. We have 2 more sets that are 4-piece here.
Actually, it keeps on giving.
Yes. Actually, is it 2? There might be more. 4 more. That's right. 3 more.
3.
Anyways, okay. So the next one is the Destructive Instinct set. The damage of your user skills with the break effect increases by 30%, and the skill damage increase effect increases to 60%. So this is really going to help with the damage for your breakers. And then next we have the Shining Star set, 4-piece again. When the user or a team member tags in, it increases their attack by 12%, the cooldown as well, and then the attack increase effect increases to 28% during the 15. And remember, this is a test build, so if some numbers aren't exactly the same, that's why. Let's move over to, I think right here, we have the last one that we are introducing, which is the Iron Will set. So this increases the user's defense by 8%, and then when the user uses their ultimate skill, it increases their defense by 5%, stacking up to 5 times as well, and then increases the ultimate skill damage by 50% one time only. Normally, you have enhancement, enchantment, but would you look at that, there's a third one called Reforge. So if you, are excited and you're like, oh, I really want to try those new artifacts out, but I also want to keep my old ones, you can move those levels up from 78 all the way to 100, and same for 75. So those expert sets, all those things that you've been working on for so long, it's not going to waste. So that's right, you go from 78 to 100, which is exciting. And the way you do that is through the artifact reforge stones. So you can see here, the highest grade essence used to reforge legendary artifacts all the way to level 100. And the way you get these is by farming the instance dungeon and encore missions like you normally do when it comes to farming your artifacts in the first place. So I think this is what I was very most excited about. I was kind of worried because I'm like, dang, I worked so hard for these. You could, your effort's gonna pay off.
You're gonna have to throw out all of your precious little things to get some new items. You're going to be able to keep leveling up those things that you have grown attached to.
Exactly. This is a new material that you guys are going to be seeing. It is the legendary skill rune fragment, and then also the legendary blessing stone powder as well. So this is something that, as you can see here, has a super success rate of 100%, because no matter what, you are getting a legendary blessing stone or skill rune no matter what once you get 10 of these. So it's really good, really exciting, and the way you get those is through a new Hunters Association growth path, which will let you then choose a path that you want to choose. There are a few options here. You can go with the skill rune option if you don't short on that. There's also the blessing stone options if you're short on some blessing stones. There's some shadows as well. Get you some there. I'll click on these so you guys can see them, I'm realizing. So if you want to get your overall power up more so, let me see here. And then you have your core as well. So if you're getting those cores up as well, it should be good for you.
So you can target what feature you think you want to make stronger first.
Exactly. So you can have your priorities straight. You can see over here the new missions as well here. And then back here, so then you just like, okay, I want some skill runes, and you can click confirm, and then you're going to be working on this growth pass system. Alrighty, goodbye everyone, stay sharp and level up.